and select import export. Let's see if it has to have us log back in or if it's quick enough. Yeah. Okay, and we want to go down to,
So we're in tools, right?
yeah,
Okay.
we did tools, import export, select export. So, because it should say export over here. Yeah, okay, log in. Okay, now it says export data. Drop this down from semicolon to comma. That's important.
Okay.
And under data type, we want to do orders.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you use gift certificates or order items. I just did orders.
Okay.
By default, it's all. I believe you can go in here, change it, and put a date range or select what goes in.
Oh, in terms of the number.
So like we were saying, instead of
Right.
having everything from day
Right.
one,
Yeah.
just having, say, Tuesday's
Sure.
orders.
Okay. If not, then I can just do it on the spreadsheet.
You can do it in Excel.
Okay.
Right. So here you click export. And it takes a minute or two, and then it should
Yeah, it's
refresh.
connecting.
Yeah, waiting. It should show you down here the CSV file names. Okay,
It's still going.
Yeah.
And it's-
okay. If we drop down to the bottom, it'll show you the file names.
Okay.
And you can see the date
Yeah.
and the time.
Yeah.
So
That's
this is the most recent one. We're going to open that. Select. There. Open with Excel.
So
This
that's
is
the
where I was
file?
talking about, you've got the two rows.
Okay.
First thing we're going to do is go to, we said the B fax column. And if you highlight in the corner and double click, it'll make all the columns full width so you can read it.
Okay.
So if we come over to BFAX, there it is. And this is your weight field.
Okay.
So we'll say, okay, we're going to make them all 2 pounds.
So this is a situation where to have it, if it's not pulling it in,
If it's not pulling it in, you have to pull it up on the screen and key the weight in manually.
but it should pull it in if we coordinate with my developer and it pulls it
Right.
in. Okay.
If they can tie in so that on the web entry, when they put in the fax, when they put in, wherever you're pulling your weight from, if
Yeah.
they connect that to the fax field, then you won't
got
have
it.
to do this.
And I'll keep that piece of paper so I can.
Right.
Okay.
And same thing with the SFAX.
Right, is the item number.
Right. In this case, let's do, say, 3A as an item number. I'll just copy that all the way down. And if you're copying it down, you've got to be careful not to go past the last row of data,
Okay.
because otherwise,
Doesn't mess it up.
yeah. And then the county field is your service level, which in this case, we're going to make capital G.
And that can be pulled in too, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, all you have to do is, wherever you have service level, patch it to that county field.
Can you write that down too for my developer?
It's on here.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
There
okay,
we go.
I see it.
Control V. Then we want to go to the zip code field, the S zip code for ship to zip code. Format cell, special, zip code,
Okay,
and then hit OK.
okay,
That'll help you with your leading zeros.
okay,
Then come up here, and we're going to delete the first 2 rows. Now, if you were going to delete all the old history, you would delete
Go all the way
whatever
down.
rows you want to.
okay. So all that's left is the correct files.
Correct.
Okay,
So we're hitting delete, and then we're going to go up here, file, save as, and you want to make sure it's a CSV file. And we're going to go to my computer, C drive, UPS import,
Okay,
and you should see Xcart import.
okay.
Click on that and then hit save.
So it's overwriting the old
Right.
file?
If this file disappears,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a copy of it in backup.
Okay.
Just copy from backup in.
Okay. And then do it
And
again?
and I'm gonna have this backup also in that backup folder.
Okay.
That way, it has all the header rows, so if something stops
Original.
working, it may be at some point Xcart changes one of the headers.
Yeah,
Changes the order of the fields.
yeah,
If we have this one where we know, okay, field 14 was SFAX.
right.
All of a sudden, it's field 15.
Yeah.
That way, we can see what changed and
Got it.
quickly redo it without
Okay.
having to redo everything from creation.
Okay,
Already exists, do you want to replace? Yes. Yes. Hit close. Yes again, or
Mhm.
no there, it doesn't, I guess, no would have been easier there.
okay,
Because you've already saved it. You can close out this and minimize Xcart. Now, if you want to process them one at a time, click on this. It'll open up this window.
mm-hmm,
Type in your order number. We'll do 140 again, and then hit tab, and it should pull up for you.
okay,
If you put in an order number and it doesn't come up, chances are you have to go back to Xcart and re-export a more recent.
because it didn't include it,
Right.
okay,
And this time we have the 2 from the weight that we keyed in.
mm-hmm,
The ground came in, and the 3A for the item number.
okay,
And if we click on the reference, it shows you the service level and the order number.
okay, perfect,
If you want to process them all automatically instead of one at a time, come up to import, batch import,
mm-hmm,
Xcart import.
okay,
Check off process automatically
mm-hmm,
and hit next.
okay. So it process everything I've got,
It'll show you how many records. Right now, there's 205.
okay, before it
This
does
is a
it,
good chance for you to double check if you're expecting to ship 40
yeah,
and it shows 4,000.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
right,
Otherwise, you're going to be going through a lot of labels, right?
all right,
You hit next, it'll start running through.
okay,
Once it's done, any that fail for like bad zip code
yeah,
or the zip code and the state don't match, it'll put those in the history folder.
mm-hmm,
You'll have a folder up here that says invalid.
okay,
And if you open that up, just like opening up your
It'll
history
show
of what
that.
you've shipped, it'll show the ones that failed.
okay,
And you can right-click on them and either edit them, or you can right-click and delete them.
okay,
If you hit edit, and it was, say, the zip and state don't match.
yeah,
It'll give you the pop-up list so you can fix
Okay.
whatever it is.
okay,
If, when you go to batch import,
mm-hmm,
if you forget to check off import automatically,
mm-hmm,
it'll make a folder in your pickup folder called import, and it'll put them all there.
okay,
You will wind up with that folder.
okay, one way or another, all right,
When they're there, if you, actually, let's do that now, because we can delete it easily. Batch import, instead of hitting process automatic, I'll just hit next. Yes. It's gonna put in the 205.
mm-hmm,
Now, if I had checked off process automatically, it would be doing the same thing here.
okay,
And right now, the labels should start popping right out.
okay,
In this case, we have the imported folder. You can come through here and highlight any one that you want. If you right-click on it and mark shipment,
Mhm.
it'll put a blue checkbox
mm-hmm,
and mark, say, this one, and then say we want to do this one down here.
mm-hmm,
Once you've marked shipments, if you right-click again, mark shipment activity, we can process them manually, which will pull up one behind the next.
got it,
So say if they're international and you need to fix something
Yeah.
on them, or you want to change service levels, whatever, you can do that.
okay,
Process them automatically, we'll take those 3 and run them through.
okay,
If you want to delete them, just hit delete.
okay,
It'll delete just those 3.
got it,
Just like marking the shipment here, right-clicking and hitting mark shipment,
mm-hmm,
if you hit import without hitting process automatically and put them here and you want to get rid of them all, come up here to import shipments, right click, mark shipments,
It marks them all.
and then you can either process them automatically, manually, or delete them.
Okay,
In this case, we'll delete them.
okay.
And you can do the same thing with the imported, the in-air folder, when it shows up.
Yeah,
Highlight the whole folder like that, mark it, right-click on process manually.
yeah,
It'll pull each of the air ones up one at a time,
okay,
let you fix it. When you hit F10 to ship it, it'll pull up the next one
okay,
until you work your way through it.
okay,
Whenever you do a batch, instead of using the keyed import, but you actually do a batch, you want to make sure you clean out that in-air folder if it shows up.
okay,
Otherwise, say you had 40 shipments you're expecting,
yeah,
3 are in the in-air folder, you'll only have 37 labels. Unless you go in and you
I see.
clean up
'Cause they're
that in-air
separate.
folder,
Okay.
those 3 shipments will stay there.
I keep printing out.
Well, no, they'll just keep staying there.
Okay, okay,
Unless you go in and check, you may not realize that you only shipped
see.
out the 37 out of the 40,
okay, I got you. Separate folder,
okay?
okay.
So I think that's everything you need from in here.
So I can still be operating the way I've been operating before.
Yeah, you
Right, I
can do
can-
everything the way you were,
When I get a lot of orders in, I can go through the batch process or
Right.
the automated process and export.
and like right now, since today, we did that batch file
Yeah.
for in here.
Yeah,
You can now pull up any of those order numbers that you haven't shipped yet. We'll put in, say, I think 200 is probably an order in here. Maybe that's too high. Let's pick 160. You can pull that up. You can change whatever you want to. Right now, we had 2 pounds in the field
yeah,
and 3A.
uh-huh,
You can edit it on screen
I got you.
without manipulating that file. So
Okay.
if you don't put in your service level and the item number and the weight,
Yeah,
you can still save the file and then do it here.
okay, cool.
That'll save you from typing in all this.
So my biggest reason why I want you to come here today is because we're gonna have, like I said, a lot of individual orders. So really, well, it's saving a load of time anyway, regardless, because it's pulling all the customer information.
And just by having it pulling in the information when you're doing it one at a time,
Yeah,
not having to type this saves
Oh, yeah.
manual key entry errors.
yeah,
Where, say, the zip code instead of 60515,
yeah,
you key 60155.
right. It's all what the customer
Yeah.
put in now.
Yeah,
So when we get these 2 fields mapped, the package and the part, could that be mapped too, length, width, and height?
those
Or is
can
not-
be mapped, but do you know necessarily what the box sizes are in the system?
It depends what they order.
And if you're shipping ground, unless it's a
Doesn't
super
matter.
large light box, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Unless on your UPS bill, you're seeing dimensional charges.
No, it's wait.
Normally, you'll see that for air packages
Okay.
and international.
That's why it's not
packages.
mandatory.
Right.
Okay. All right, so it's about the, so if you
And
have
it's
the
not
weight.
mandatory, because if you ship it without that in there,
Yeah,
if it's a package that needs dimensionalized,
yeah,
we're gonna dimensionalize it, and
Bill
it'll
us
show up on
anyway.
your bill.
Okay.
You'll see a revenue adjustment where it'll
Okay.
say dimension adjustment,
got it.
and then you can go yell at your account rep, but I didn't say that.
Okay, all right. Okay, so really, we get the package weight and the part, and we're fine, and that's what she's
Yeah.
gonna do. And
And
then when the
those-
individual's orders come in,
And that's just my copy of your service order, so that's fine, you can keep that. So those are the 3 fields that you need to change.
okay,
And see if you can get those so that your system automatically updates them
okay.
before you do the export.